Child. Anyway, so
Hello, everyone. My name is Jayden, and I definitely need a new phone, but I don't need a new bill right now. I don't feel like adding $50 to my plan or resetting or anything, but the phone is definitely in crisis. The back is shattered, as some know. The front has little cracks on it at this point. Today, I didn't get any of my messages from the morning until 11 o'clock. Like, it was just really, really bad. And I couldn't even restart my phone. It wouldn't even let me restart it. So when I was trying to text Amira earlier today, I couldn't even open my message. Like, I would hit my messages app and it would just be a black screen. And I couldn't like hold the sides to like restart the button. I mean, restart the phone. I had to tell Siri to restart it. And it was just like a lot. So it's like I definitely need a new phone, and could probably. I think what I'm going to do is just do a claim on it, like with the damage, and then like just pay for like a new same device kind of thing, and then later on I'll upgrade the phone, but I'm probably gonna keep it.
You don't need to upgrade the phone. The phone does what you need it to do. My question is, how long has your phone been cracked? And did you crack it? Did you cause the crack?
It's been cracked. Time now. I don't remember. I can't tell you when it cracked. And T-Mobile, please don't listen to this because I need y'all to think that I cracked it the day before my insurance claim.
Correct.
One day, I had on like my Nicki Minaj case on my phone. I took it off, and the back was shattered. So it was like it could have been for weeks, a month. I had no idea when that happened.
I don't want to be that person. That feels kind of symbolic. Nicki Minaj was on your phone and then it cracked? That's kind of crazy.
What's kind of crazy is it wasn't a quality case. Like it wasn't like a
even crazier,
adorable case. Even the one I have one now is not really adorable. It's like,
what are you like a toss your phone on the bed from across the room, hope it doesn't bounce off type of girl?
Yeah, and my phone is an Olympic gymnast, so I learn that lesson every time. Like I will touch my phone. I'll be in the bathroom and bounce it off the wall like a boomerang, and it will split in two, and then I'll pick it up and be so confused as to why I can't scroll. Like I'm so lost.
Not you're like, how many times can my phone bounce? You're like skipping it across the room like a pebble. I'm screaming.
Literally skipping it across lakes.
Oh my goodness. My name is Amira, and I'm afraid I have bitten off more than I can chew. I should be excited about this news, and I am excited, but you know, it comes with its things. I'm a mother now. I'm a father. I'm a parent. I'm everything. I have a pet. I got a pet yesterday, a fish.
What the? Oh, that's why this tank is behind you.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it will osmosis its way into my home, and I won't have to buy any of these things. I was going to the Dollar Variety. It's a dollar store, but you know every item is ticketed and the prices range. I go in and I'm going there to get something quick, something small. I go in and they have a whole display of betta fish. Yeah, I need me one of them. It needs me one of them. Remember when Walmart and stores like that would have fish tanks?
Yeah.
I used to always want one. And now, you know, when you're an adult, you can do whatever you want. So I'm like,
yes,
well, let me get a fish. Let me get a fish. And then I was like, hold on, let me get two fish. Yeah, yeah. But with betta fish, you can't have them in the same tank. So I'm like, that's fine. I'll have two tanks. So I'm like, let me put this down and go shop. And I'm like, girl, you don't even really need one. I'm on Google. They tell me, do not buy a fish before you have the tank set up. I said, girl, don't tell me what to do. Ring it up. Ring it up. So I have a fish. Name is pending. I'm bouncing between a couple of ideas. My 3-year-old nephew says I should name it pending. Name pending. LOL. My child will feel unloved. My nephew says I should name it scientist. I'm like, Okay, I like where your mind's going. We're getting creative. It doesn't have to be a name.
It could be occupation.
Hello, doctor. So yeah, I after we stop recording, I'm gonna go out to find some stuff. Like I'm like, why is no one on my street giving away a fish tank? Like, why isn't there a fish tank on
You
the
still
curb
don't have
with
a
a
fish
sign
tank?
that said fish? Maybe it's in the thing I still I literally bought it yesterday. Close your mouth,
Amira.
Jayden. I can't. I literally can't,
Amira.
Jayden. I literally can't.
You
I'm
could at
sure you
least
kept
bought like one of the things that you put marbles in and at least did something with that. But it's still in the
can't be
urine
judged.
sample cup it comes in. That's insane.
I can't be judged. Yeah, it is. In my bathroom, getting a good view of the
Of
outdoors, looking at
nothing.
that
Of
play.
absolutely nothing. It is looking
Girl,
at
is
them bulbed.
it's looking at my vanity lights.
The bulbed lights and the isn't your mirror like your window like the like or is it like an actual mirror? I mean an actual window.
It's an actual window. I don't ever open it. Well, I do sometimes when it gets hot. But the mirror is right across from where it is so it can look at itself.
Oh girl. And you giving it
Jayden,
complex.
Jayden, listen. Once I get this home set up, it's gonna be gorgeous. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm hoping.
Where are you gonna put it?
Exactly. I'm literally walking around the store like, where am I even gonna put this fish tank? What? At first, I wanted to have
why
a
do you need
cutesy little.
a full tank? Just get a fish bowl.
No, because when I looked it up, they said you have to have at least a 5-galloner because they need to swim around. I wanted a cute little bowl moment. But now they're like, no, baby. Yeah, girl, but they got to get their exercise. Just like your dog's got to get exercise. Yeah. So I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to see if they have it. Listen, tank adjacent. It's just got to be glass and it's just got to be holding the ability to hold water. If it ends up being 2 pints instead of 5 gallons, that's
the filter.
With the filter.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweetie.
Because cleaning it, babe, I'm trying to tell you.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Much distance between that first clean and that second clean.
I know. When I was younger having a fish, I'd be like, ooh, thank goodness that's not my responsibility. I'm going to stand over there.
Right.
It smells crazy. But I'm trying to get some live plants and stuff in there. And that I'm hoping will, help to create the cleanly atmosphere or whatever. They're talking about changing water every week. I'm like, girl, this is like a lot of work. Like, I just wanted I should have got a goldfish for real.
Yeah.
But then you would spend more money. Like the cost per day of a life wouldn't even value because it would probably dead in 2 weeks. If that.
Yeah. We saw what happened to Nemo.
That was bad. Yeah. If he didn't have a father that cared, he wouldn't have made it.
No.
And sometimes I think about the natural circle of life in the animal world and how Marlon kind of intervened where maybe he shouldn't have.
Several times.
Like, I'm wondering what sort of courses of actions were set off for the negative because of all the things he did. Like now this shark has to go find different food. And it was like a different animal that probably also had a life, but also could have been someone else's prey. And now that thing has to find a different animal to eat. You know what I mean? I mean, grateful for fathers who care. There's not many of them. Apparently their day is coming up. I was told at work, I'm like, Google did not acknowledge. So how would I know? Like Google literally does not care, but whatever. I'm hoping that next week and weeks to come, I'll have better update about this fish.
Me too.
And maybe
I'm excited to hear about pending and what else is.
I kind of love it.
Right? Pending? I was like, that's a good name.
Pending is kind of cute.
Right? Hold on.
Anyway.
And we're on the show, because I know you're going to say it. We're on the show that we like to call Ciao. And I'm sorry, y'all. I am in low
He's
energy.
tired. He's
I'm in
tired.
low
Low
power mode
vibration.
today. Battery saver mode is on.
Very yellow.
You say that, and I don't have it for y'all. But this is a show that we call anyway with Jayden and Amira.
The way
We have
it took
that.
you more energy to do it the sluggish way
Yeah.
than the normal way. Girl. Well, because you're in low power battery mode saver, I'll go first for moment of the week. This is where
Please do.
Jayden sometimes, hopefully today, and I share things this week or whenever that made us really reflect and be like, "Chow, not even. I can't even today." And like I said, I'll go first. My moment happened yesterday, actually right before I went to go buy my fish. So yeah.
It
So
should have
I'm
been your
at
sign.
Chipotle, Jayden's favorite, huh?
I said that should have been your sign. Whatever this
That
is,
I
should
should
have
have
been your
gone
sign not
home,
to buy a
right?
fish. Yeah.
No, not at all. Because first of all, you're carrying food, and now you're trying to balance your shaky hand, unbalanced, trying to carry this fish home. Whatever, girl. We do crazy things when we're drunk. I was not drunk, but
At all.
I'm
Drunk
gonna
with
pretend like
excitement.
love, happiness, joy for this fish.
I do
So
come
I'm
to
at
Chipotle after this.
every time I go to Chipotle, Jayden, you do need to know that I'm like, ugh, I feel so Jayden right now. Like
Please.
I went to your Chipotle, the
the
one that you used to work
okay.
at too the other day.
I'm going to move my moment of the week to the other portion, but I have something to say for my moment of the week.
Oh, so his energy's back. Okay, welcome.
No, remember, I sent you a voice message about it, so you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yes. Yep. Okay. My moment of the week, I'm at Chipotle, Jayden's spot, and I'm like, I don't know why I was so out of sorts. I'm not sure. I'm like, let me get a bowl with black, like, let me get a mixed combination beans, like anything else? I'm like, no, just keep going. And then I'm like, yeah, let me get that sofritas, which if you don't know, it's literally just tofu crumbled and it looks, to me, it looks like meat. It looks like meat to me. Sometimes I get a little nervous where I'm like, but I'm like, let me get that. And the guy who's making it or scooping it, he's like, yo, I actually never had it before. I'm scared. Like, I'm kind of scared to try it. And I'm literally like, okay. So he passes my bowl down the line. You know, it's a conveyor belt style thing. And the girl's like, oh, yes, girl, I'm scared too. Like, ooh, like I could never eat that. Like, oh. Hello? Like, this glass is just glass. Like, it's not soundproof. I can hear you and I can see you.
And you're saying this in response to making my bowl.
Like, I'm kind of like, you're gagging over my bowl. Like, I need a new bowl. Actually,
you're fully
first of all,
gagging.
you're talking too much over my food. That's number one.
Physically fully gagging over my food.
Your body is shivering. So he's like, maybe I'll try that today. I don't know though. I'm scared, y'all. And not everybody's involved. The girl who's making, like, now adding the toppings, the people that are chopping up chicken, and then the cashier, all of them like, what, bro? Why are you scared? Like, the girl, he's like, why are you scared? Like, you work here. I'm like, no, for real. Why are you scared? Like, should I be scared? And she's like, no. And the guy at the cash register is like, maybe. I'm like, what did you guys do to it? What'd y'all do? Should I be scared?
They're trying to give you a warning, like, I'd be scared to eat this. Like, they know they messed it up somehow. They poisoned it. It's 2 months old, and they can't just tell you that because they're fired.
Actually, no, I'm thinking like my stomach has been.
Right. They're like, this is actually super old, and we can't tell anybody because they sent out an email saying, like, if we told anybody how old the food was, we would literally be shot in our spot. But
in the spot, yeah,
we're going to be like, I would
casually mentioning it.
Scared to eat the sofrita.
I would be scared because you also know they famously don't have freezers, so you know if it had to be saved, it was sitting right on that counter.
Mm-hmm. They're all like, I'm deathly afraid to eat these sofritas.
No, literally, like, it looks poisonally delicious. Like, what is going on? I'm literally like, Like, should I be scared? Like, what's going on? No, don't be scared. Maybe. Ha ha ha. Your total is 9 something something. Well, I like that total because I got chips and guac. So I'm like, something wasn't rung up. But I'm going to mind my business, swipe quickly and go. So
Okay.
yeah, my moment of the week is definitely because we always, when people go out to eat, they sometimes will ask the waiter, like, oh, what do you think of this thing? And if you get a good waiter or like a waiter that don't care that much, they'll just be honest, like, oh, I don't like this thing at all. It's really nasty. It's greasy. Or they'll be like, yeah, it's good. I like this thing, but I don't like this thing. But I didn't ask, number one. Number two, I feel like you should only, some people might say, let people have opinions, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like you should not share a negative opinion about something that someone is about to eat from your establishment.
Especially if the negative opinion is coming from you not even trying it. Like the whole base of the opinion was coming from like, I'm scared to try this thing. And it's like, I would be afraid too. Like, wait.
Like, what does the packaging look like? Like, what is going on back there?
So you know I used to work there. So I can literally just tell you.
Girl, I know you used to work there. Like, you have the hat behind you.
Yeah, I'm literally wearing the panties right now. So fun fact, Chipotle does have panties. It's like I have no clue.
I hope so. I need a pair.
With a little Chipotle pepper on it. It's in a bag. It arrives in a bag and then we heat it up.
So then it's kept in the refrigerator because you don't have freezers. So how often are you guys getting food delivered? Every day?
Yeah. Or like a few times a week. Like, so freezers, they don't go so fast. So it can be like you're getting like a one box every shipment. Versus like chicken, you're getting like 8 boxes or 12 sometimes. And
yeah.
That can be a lot. But
so then why are you
also freezer? Who said there's not a freezer?
The commercial? Don't start telling company secrets, baby. Yes. Don't say.
Hold on. Because now I'm like, whoa, time is not real. I'm like, I can see myself walking into a freezer, but was that a different establishment?
Was that a refrigerator?
When I worked at the Chipotle over there, no, complete. We would walk to. Where's the fridge at? You have these right here. There was a freezer.
Do you want Big Chipotle to shoot you in the head? Like, why are you telling all these secrets?
So it has to come out of the freezer and thaw. Like, you can't just pull it from the thing and then just cook it. It's not that. But is that a fridge?
This is why they fired you.
As they should.
Actually, I really don't know I thought you just quit. Actually, I
did
really
quit.
Don't know.
But I also was on grill. So like, this is something I should absolutely know. And I have no clue right now. But at this point,
meanwhile, you're like, all the meat you're cooking is already warm before you even put it on the grill.
Yeah. And we get it and it's already fully freshly cooked.
You're just putting a little color on it.
Because they come in boxes, of course. And we put those boxes, we stack them in the fridge. It's a fridge. It's not a freezer. That's right. I'm thinking of Hardee's. Hardee's had a freezer.
When did you work at Hardee's? In high school?
There was a Hardee's in high school.
I know everything.
I helped open the store, the location, because there was a new location in my town, and I got hired in like the first round of employees. So we were there before it even opened. We helped open the store. Blah, blah, blah. Hated it. Worse.
Obviously.
One of the worst. Chipotle was fine. Chipotle was only good because the people are good, whatever. But also, you get to make your own food like that.
And was that free?
No. Well,
I mean, I guess you're ringing it up. You can ring it up for a burrito, and you're making like the grandest burrito ever.
Yeah, it would be like, can you make say it's a baby quesadilla, like a chicken quesadilla, a kid's queso, and then you're walking away with like
food,
Grammy level like food.
Yeah, I've only worked fast food once. It was Pat's Pizza. It was fine. It was made up. It was so
We know
nasty.
about Pat's,
Whatever.
child.
It was nasty. But what, Jayden, is your moment of the week? And would you try the sofritas? Because now I'm like,
I've had them.
It's good.
It is good.
I'm sorry. What did you think?
It is good. I enjoyed them.
I'm like scared. I mean, they're like teenage looking people, so I'm like, you're just being ridiculous.
But
like,
how it's made or prepared or provided, I'll say, I won't say any of those other words, because made, prepared is not something we take part in. The providing of them is cutting the bag open and putting it into the tray that you see and you receive it in. So it's like versus like you see the chicken raw, you see it cooked, you see it like whatever, you see the steak cooked, you see the salmon cooked. It's like no salmon.
Not the shrimp. What's going on?
You see the crab legs cooked, but the sofritas is like salsa, but it's like it's considered like a meat or like a protein. So it's like it's different when you're working there. It's like, but even if they have like the little serving cups, so you can like always just try a little bit of it. Anyway, I don't know why I'm giving them that much. So my new moment of the week is the other day I was driving past my father's house and he was outside and he had waved me down and was like, you never came by here. We still have your birthday card. And I'm like, I didn't know I had a birthday card. He was like, yeah, you were supposed to come do whatever, and you never came. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. And so when I came back, because I was passing it to go somewhere and I was coming back. And so once I came back and I got out of the car, he gave me it. And I'm like, ooh, good, $50. Like, I'm thinking like $50 cash is about to fall out of the state. Ooh. It was a Chipotle gift card. And here's my thing. Oh. I'm not trying to be ungrateful.
My goodness.
About the things I receive and this has more to do than just with him and this one gift card. People always want to buy me gift cards for Chipotle. And it's like, I know.
The way I would too.
Yes, and I know you would. I understand that I have been leading the charge on the Chipotle like brigade. Like I know I have been sergeant, like general colonel of Chipotle. I get that. Yeah. But I do like other things. One of those things being just cash. You don't have to. I think I don't like when people limit my gifts.
Yes, it's controlling.
It's so controlling. And it's like, you think you know who I am, but if you knew me, you would know I needed the $50 cash sooner than I needed the $50 at Chipotle.
If you really knew me, you would know I need money.
If you really knew me and you wanted to exercise how much you did know me, you would hand me a $50 bill.
Especially because I think they want credit for the effort that we know that it took to go to Chipotle or go to the wherever they got their gift card. But going to the ATM that's a lot of work too.
Let me tell you, the Chipotle, the reason the Chipotle for him and his wife are a thing, because she's also got me Chipotle gift cards, and like, y'all have to stop. Like, this has to, like, I'm about to walk into Chipotle and burn all the gift cards, so that cannot happen any longer.
Cut them in half.
They live here. The Chipotle is like there. So like, I pass her house to go to Chipotle. So every time I'm seeing them, oh, you going to Chipotle? I'm like, yeah. And so like, I understand how they're getting to this logic, but guess what Chipotle also takes?
They do take cash.
They do take cash. Give me the money in hand. And when I've asked for straight out money before, I got told no. It was like, that's not a gift. And it's like, to who? You think $50 to Chipotle is? Like, I don't get that.
That's the same. Like, my mom is like that too. They don't believe in giving
free
cash.
Money is not a gift. I'm sorry. That's a greater
huge gift. It's a good gift.
Than you limiting where I can spend said $50. I can't take that Chipotle and go to CVS and ball out. I can't do that. I can't upload it to my Depop account and buy a new top. I can't use it as a Visa. Like,
You
if you give
definitely
me
can't.
a $50 in Visas, that's one thing.
Yeah,
You're
for
giving
sure.
me a $50 Chipotle.
First
It
of
is
all,
Amazon.
$50 is diabolical. Like they
At
think
Chipotle,
you
first of
don't
all,
have any other cravings at all.
at all ever.
$50.
Because let's give
$50.
me a $25 Chipotle and a $25
Like
for what,
$25,
Dunkin'.
$30. Yeah. Come on. $50 to
$50.
Chipotle.
You're trying to say I have a problem. And that's where I have to draw the line. Because when I tell you I don't be at Chipotle that much, I have so many Chipotle gift cards right now that I'm missing.
I'll hold some. Let me hold one.
I'm missing one. Like my aunt gave me one. She was like, I want to give you this because I was like, thank you. And I have no idea where I put it. But I had another one find me.
I really don't want to push back. I really don't. I really, really, really don't. But when I was telling my Chipotle story, you literally said, I'm gonna go to Chipotle after this.
And the thing is, I am. And I'm gonna use the gift card.
Oh my god, sounds like a perfect gift, low key.
No.
$50 is still crazy, but
$50 cash, I still could go to Chipotle after this. That's what I'm saying.
Could.
Like, I think as an adult, receiving gifts is no fun anymore. People don't want to actually get to know you or have any interest in your whereabouts. Because if you knew me, you'd buy me sewing threads and new needles for my sewing machine.
Fabrics,
you'd be like, oh, I know Joanne's is going out. Let's go buy as much as you can for $50. Something.
Get him a bag of buttons. Something.
Fabric organizer. Like a sewing kit, a new book by Gods and Kings, Alexander McQueen, and John Galliano. Like, you could have bought me, asked
some
me,
pattern
or
books.
some interest in something. You buy me $50 to Chipotle. $50 to Chipotle.
You have
Is that
no
not
hobbies,
insane?
no other interest. No, you don't have any other hobbies. You don't have an
for
interest.
his birthday. Oh, I gave him a gift card to Chipotle. Oh, he must really like Chipotle. Yeah, he does.
How old is your son? 12? That's what I would say.
They were like, oh, how old is he now? Oh, he just turned 27.
Oh, you hate him? That's my next question. Oh, you don't know him well. You don't know anything about him.
And you gave him things Chipotle. It's not even like Yard House or like somewhere a little more like where $50 can at least go towards one
like
meal.
that one meal. Yeah.
You got me eating at Chipotle for the rest of my life. Like, that was honestly, no shade. That's 2 meals at Chipotle, but 3.
What are you getting? Oh, you're getting double steak. Okay.
Nah.
Got it.
I don't get double.
Okay, so.
But I get the chips and guac.
You have to. At
and
this
so that's
age,
putting you at like 15.
Yeah. I think that I can't fault your aunt and whoever else was your non-parent to get you a $50 gift card because that makes it. Oh yeah, it was my nephew's birthday the other day. I just got him a gift card, y'all. I didn't have time.
And it wasn't for my birthday. It was like we were supposed to go to dinner, but we never could. And she was out here, and she was like, "Oh, here, I got you a Chipotle card. I got you a Chipotle thing because
in lieu of dinner." Oh, never mind. Take it back. No. So was that going to be the dinner?
No, but also while she was here, I did have like Chipotle like twice in the same week. So she was like,
picky eater.
Thank you for this. Like, if you want to, I wanted to get you this to just so you have your chance to get Chipotle again. And I was like, okay, girl. It was a nice gesture because it wasn't even like I was deserving of anything at the time. It was just a random like.
So okay, so when it's just a thinking of you gift card, it's okay. But if it's birthday from your parent, it's an absolutely not. And I can agree with that 100%.
And it's like, when's the last time have I received a good gift? Like, he's never been that good, and this is about to get trauma dumpy, so I'm gonna keep it very short. But
I don't care.
He's never been that good at like Christmas gifts or like birthday presents. His best Christmas gift to me was my mattress that I just got.
Hold on now. That's kind of a good gift.
That's a great gift.
Wait a minute.
But that gift came from me telling him I want to get a new mattress soon. And then he was then a few weeks later, he was like, did you get that new mattress you were talking about? I was like, no. He was like, well, I'll get you it for Christmas. I said, sounds great. See what happens when you're listening and attentive to what someone's saying.
And
then everything now, but the problem with that is now you don't have to listen to anything else because all you know now is Chipotle. And as far as
Ears closed.
did you see the picture? Yes, because I was talking to y'all directly about it. But when I had sent him the link to
Yeah.
I
Does
had sent
not
my
care,
father.
will
I'm
not
going to
click
tell
the
the
link.
audience. I had
Yes,
sent my
please.
father the link to my at school we did I had a research class where we were doing like adaptive clothing for people with like disabilities, and we were interviewed by a newspaper for like our work that we did, and I had like a good portion of quote at towards the end of the article that I had sent, and I sent to a few people like in my family directly, and he responds the next day. He's like, "What am I looking at? A link. Click it."
Click
Like
it.
I didn't respond because at this point in my life, I'm learning like it's easier to just let people figure it out on their own,
Yeah.
even if they don't figure it out ever. I'd rather just let you like have the only tool that it's like when professors are like, please refer to the syllabus for this answer. Like,
Yes.
if I'm sending you a link to something, 9 out of 10, I want you to click on the link and read the link. And I'm not responding until you do that thing. And then if you have questions about what I sent you after you read it, then you can come to me about it. But if you want me to explain to you why I sent you the link instead of just going to the link and reading the link, I'm not. A day later or so, a few days later, he's like, "Oh, I just read. This is a great thing that you're doing." I said, "Oh, thank you." Like, okay, now I can respond because how hard was it to leap into reading the link?
What am I looking at here? What the heck is
And
it? I guess he's
somehow
like, I don't trust links from Jayden.
I still ended up with $50 at Chipotle. So that's just where life is.
I can't even imagine if because fathers getting bad gifts sounds canon, makes sense. I can't imagine my mom giving me a gift card and that being like the only thing she got me. I'd be like, are you okay? Like,
Right.
why did you do this? First of all, if she gives me a gift card at all, I'm like shocked. Like, you spent your money on a piece of plastic instead of just getting me a gift. Like, when I tell you she's so anti-money for gifts that I would be like, this doesn't even make sense. My dad did give me a Pizza Hut gift card once when I was younger, like in the era of like dolls. So I'm like, I mean, I'm gonna have to use this gift card when I go out to eat with my whole family. So I would have rather had Barbie's Dream Kitchen, but thank you.
Right.
Because it's like this is an age where I'm not responsible for paying for my food. So now you're that's kind of a cheat. You were gonna pay for it anyway, but now you've given me the thing that makes it seem like I'm paying for it. $50 to Chipotle. Well, it wasn't $50 to Pizza Hut. I can promise you that it'd probably like $15, $20.
But
Something to
then
get me a small personal pizza.
I would say Pizza Hut is such a shareable meal in general. Like at least Chipotle, like it's for you. Like you're not going to
Literally.
Chipotle and buying for the family. You're not buying catering.
No.
But to give me a Pizza Hut thing, am I getting like a flatbread or like am I getting like one
A
of the
soda?
pastas? Like I'm confused.
Jayden,
Anyway,
what?
child.
That was your uncle that got you that sewing machine that one time.
Yes.
That was a good gift.
I put that on my Christmas list though.
So what?
He was like,
He read the
"What
Christmas
do you?"
list.
No. They bought it that. He was like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said, "A sewing machine." And I'm
Did your
realizing
dad ask you that?
no. Well,
He's
he
like, girl, I
does,
really don't care.
but it's like I don't know what I want when he does ask me because I do
Because
for
you don't need
myself.
anything.
Like I
Yeah.
just do for myself at this point. But like, oh,
Yeah, that's how I am.
what do you want for Christmas? And then if I tell him something, I'm learning like I have to be as specific as possible because he will get the worst version of it. I asked for a camera
Yeah.
once, and he got me a GoPro.
Stay tight. A GoPro. A
I said I want a
GoPro.
camera. I opened up a GoPro. I said no.
Imagine he gets you a Ring camera and he's like, sure.
Right.
A GoPro? If somebody wanted a GoPro, they would not say, I want a camera.
They would say they want a GoPro.
I want a GoPro. I thought you were gonna say like he got you like a disposable camera or something cute or like whatever.
Like
A
quirky.
GoPro.
No, it was a GoPro.
That is so made up. And where is it now?
on the black
You're
market.
like
I have no idea.
Facebook Marketplace. I don't know.
And this was years ago. This was like maybe before college. I was like,
Were you jumping out of planes or something? Like, why would he get you a GoPro?
and this was before like having a GoPro was like a thing. Like
a reason to have one could be any to get. Like people then were using GoPros to swim with sharks. Now they use it to like vlog and stuff.
To vlog and whatever. But like, am I riding a bike across country? Like I'm confused as to why I have this GoPro in my hand.
Jayden, let me tell you something about me. I could drag your dad and mine together for an hour and a half. So let's just move on.
Let's move on.
Because a GoPro.
Like, and so when I was 9, like
at my 3rd grade recital when he didn't show up with flowers. So let's just move on to the catch because I can't take GoPro at all. The catch, this is where Jayden and I are like, this is happening this week, or we want to talk about this thing. What did the card say? Did it just say sign dad? Son. Read the cards.
Okay, I'll read it. Here's what son. This is cute though. Like it has like this is
that is cute. That's cute. It costs some money to get that card.
Yeah. Hallmark $7.98.
Whoa! He could have just gave you $57.98 in cash.
To Chipotle. Here's what I know. I've loved you undoubtedly and unconditionally from the moment you were born.
That's sweet.
And I hate a long writing, like 2 pages of words.
That's a lot of words. That's why it costs a lot of money.
And as the years have gone by, every hug and I love you has brought you closer to my heart, even as you've gone your own way in the world. Especially on your birthday, hope you know that no matter how near or far you are, my love will always be with you. And I'm the gay one.
Feels shady.
Maybe
everybody's gay in this context.
But then also, I'm not gonna, because my little sister stuff's on it. But I'm also, this only says son. Where's the one that says brother? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, that's a sneak. Why is she signing the card?
I only get this, and then all of my family members in that household.
That's kind of wild, actually. Oh my God, Jayden. You could probably get catering with all your gift cards, low-key.
I'm definitely getting Chipotle after this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, why not? It's free. You got the gift card. You also could. There's this website, I can't remember what it's called, where you can like sell your gift cards to the website. They give you like cash. Of course, it's not dollar for dollar, but if you ever really hate it, pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Now, if somebody's selling food stamps, slide in my comments,
right.
My DMs or wherever. But speaking of DMs, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ChallAnywayPod. Where I saw this news story that we were talking about briefly before we started recording, Jayden. The University of Maryland, for their graduation commencement, normally you have like a notable speaker, or if you're from our university, some man that's famous for something or popular in politics. But University of Maryland, they're doing something different. They're switching it up. They're not like the other girls. They don't even have humans speaking at their graduations. They have Kermit the Frog. And before we really get into why it's kind of ridiculous, I also can see how they came to think that would be like what the people wanted and that'd be iconic.
Okay, yeah.
I know there was a good handful of theater and communication degree folks that were like, LOL, my school is a clown for this. I love them. They're so unserious. I love it. But there's a bigger handful, if their school's anything like ours, much bigger handful of like STEM major people that are like, I'm just growing my hair back from when it all fell out from the stress of graduating. And
non-white people who are like, my family took off for this. What are you doing?
Oh, girl, the blacks, I'm sure, were like, absolutely not. My grandmother don't want to see this. My grandmother thought Oprah was going to be here. But also, to me, the thing that I'm confused about is the logistics of getting Kermit on the stage. Would everybody just agree to ignore the person bending down? Like, and then, like, I never understand that. Like, when they film and things, like, yeah, of course, ignore. But how do they get children to ignore the puppeteers? And after graduation, are we supposed to ignore this?
Yeah, I don't get. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just now
I'm not just trying to
realizing.
scratch off the code for your gift card, Jayden, please.
But the thing is, okay, is the code on the sticky part, or is it below the sticky part? Because
The gray part?
I'm peeling off the code. I mean, I'm peeling off the sticky part
No,
instead of just
you don't peel off
scratching,
the sticky part. You just scratch, baby.
and there's nothing there.
Not your dad gave you a dud card.
But like, there's a
Yikes.
9.
Maybe the code is 9.
Okay.
For someone who claims to get gift cards all the time, you seem to be new to the gift card game.
936.
Actually, while you're at it, just read all the numbers off.
No.
Just read all the. Let me get my pen. Read all the numbers off slowly, please.
But the thing is, I've done this before.
Well, clearly.
I just peeled it off before and it was underneath.
Jayden, I'm going to need you to bring it back to us here. Because your curls are shaking as you're trying to scratch this off and it's distracting the listener. Because we can hear it in the mic.
Okay, go back. I'm torn. Because I love a good gag. I do love a good gag.
It's silly. It's fun.
Very funny. It's humorous. STEM people may not get it, but like they're pretty boring anyway. Like, who's waiting for them to understand? Like, I personally want my engineers to be able to laugh at Kermit the Frog giving their speech, but I also find it. But okay, hold on now, because I was gonna say like, don't use my money to bring Kermit the Frog up here, but it's also Kermit's not cheap.
No,
Kermit is not.
If it's the real Kermit and it's not just because how many skinny, random-looking white men can do a good Kermit impression? Probably we all know at least 2. So is it the real Kermit?
But who is the real Kermit anymore?
You've got me there. You know what? Also, I think that we should appreciate that in this time of everything being automated and like AI, that this art form of puppeteering has remained true. There's no like we're doing it the easy way. Robots are now doing like it's the technological advances there aren't as plentiful. Like it's the same thing. A random person sticking their hand up this felt and they're going to use their hand to make it talk. Like I think there's something very special about that. Like, what's the word? Traditional way of doing this art. So I feel like the STEM majors probably would not appreciate it because they're much more looking for advancement. Like that's kind of the whole point, like studying and researching to find the next best thing. Whereas communications is kind of like that too, but with theater and dance things, it's really about, crafting something new, but really leaning on the foundation of what we've already learned, what was done already. So I think that having Kermit the Frog there definitely it's lots of layers to peel back with that. I think it's very symbolic and I can appreciate University of Maryland for bringing it there. Bringing him there.
Bringing it. And he's from the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
See, I actually wish it was like Elmo.
Sesame Street. No, hold on. If they brought Elmo up in there, I would be like, no, inappropriate.
Absolutely not. No, that's also
inappropriate.
Very inappropriate. Very childish, whatever. Because Kermit at least has like a maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Even like Miss Piggy, I wish she was there. Like they could have honestly played into it, but don't turn my commencement into a TikTok. Like, I'm sorry, like, don't turn my commencement and all the stuff I worked hard to get to, all the people here excited to see me, excited to get this, honestly, get this thing over with so we can go to eat. Like, don't do all this. And then now I'm looking around and we're looking at Kermit the Frog.
So at your graduation, if Kermit the Frog is there, you're not excited?
No. But also, did they not know beforehand?
They,
Or
I mean, at our graduation, I had no
This-
idea.
This isn't beforehand, though.
No,
Chooses
I've
Kermit the
seen
Frog
like
to-
I saw the videos of the commencement speech. I know that it was causing a stir because like news outlets were covering the story about, you know, like how ridiculous it was.
I'm moving past this because we don't know. What does Kermit the Frog know about living in this society?
And that's
like,
what I'm saying. That's the symbolism. Because what do we know as newly graduated people? There's so much to be learned.
But Kermit's not going to teach it. That's what I'm saying. Like, Kermit, the point of a commencement speech is someone who has been out in the world to speak life into the people that are like graduating into said world and experiences.
So you were listening to your commencement speech. You were paying attention. You were locked in. Were you even there?
No,
I was gonna say you weren't even there.
But I regret not going at this point in life. But yeah, but it was like during COVID. So when it was asked about it, I was like, we're not going to be ready to do that when it's time. And then they were. And then we had one, and I was not there.
I was there.
So
yeah,
I know you were there.
Yeah, I had no choice.
But Kermit doesn't know anything about the person whose hands it is may know whatever. But how much does he know if his hand's always up a frog's butt?
And that's how much he makes to put that hand in that butt. Your hand, never mind. Let me keep.
But that's what I'm saying. He doesn't know about what we need to hear because he makes millions with his hand.
Okay.
Up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he going to tell me about using my degree when he sat in front of his childhood television set, learned the voice of Kermit the Frog, and had his little sock puppet version, and then grew up to do that now? How are you going to tell me when you were the
following your dreams? Ever heard of it?
We don't have the same dream, Baba. Like, your dream was to have your hand inside felt. My dream is to use felt to make clothing.
Ooh.
You can't. There's only so much you can only tell me how it feels and how it moves. Well, that's all you got for me, and how to stuff it.
And that might be something you need to know. Like,
but it's not. And even I don't know why I just dragged him, because he's actually not part of it, because Kermit has his own like patterns and characteristics.
Yeah.
Kermit doesn't know anything about living besides what is written for. Kermit is ChatGPT. So we just heard ChatGPT give a speech from a hand. I think that's all I have to say.
I think that you're, even to say Kermit doesn't know anything is giving too much to Kermit. This is a fictional character.
That's a fully fictional character that they paid money, like coin, to come speak at the University of Maryland. I need y'all to do better. Y'all aren't even the best part of the D, M, or the V.
Oh, what's the best part?
The V.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I made that up. But first of all, is DC Maryland or is it Delaware, Maryland?
Look at a map, Jayden. Delaware.
Someone else had tweeted like, wait, so the D doesn't mean Delaware? And I was like, I'm not going to respond, because I definitely for the longest time thought the D meant Delaware, but it's DC.
Why would it be Delaware? Like, when have you ever...
Girl, geography, I fail. So there's no trying to understand the map or like mentally like have like looked at a map. Like, I don't. That's the whole point. Like, I don't look at the map.
You know what? Actually, maybe it is Delaware. No, I'm kidding. No, Delaware's on the other side of Maryland, so it couldn't be there because for all that, you could do West Virginia. Like, why
Right.
Delaware? No, it does not stand for Delaware. But the fact that you don't know lets us know that the whole area's got to step their cookies up. Just kidding. No, it's
It
you that has to step up the cookies.
is me.
Speaking of cookies,
Also, I added the Chipotle card, and I did not need the pin at all. So that lets you know how that was.
to the app.
Yeah.
So you Chipotle so down that you have the app.
Girl, yes. Any place you frequent enough, you get the app.
Frequent
do you
enough.
not have the Dunkin' app?
See how you I do, because I go there. And if somebody
Me
gave
too.
me a Dunkin' gift card, I'd be like, well, if it's my mom, then once again, I'm like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, it depends on who. If your coworker gave you a Dunkin' gift card, that's one thing. That's
I'll be
appreciative.
so happy.
But, and then $50 for Dunkin' isn't bad. No shade.
No, I'm gonna say because Dunkin' gift card is kind of different than Chipotle gift card.
The Chipotle gift cards. Like, Dunkin' is more daily, if anything. Like, that's more like.
Yeah. And if you got Dunkin' every day, no one would.
No one would look at you sideways. If you had Chipotle every day, people would look at you crazy.
They'd be like, you look crazy and your skin is green.
Yes. Now, hold on. Because I did used to have Chipotle every day, but I was working there, so it was different.
Does it even count?
Yes, because I would come out on my off day and also get Chipotle. It's an addiction. I don't know what it is about that food.
And the people are fueling your addiction is what's my problem.
Hello? Anyway, moving on. Speaking of addiction, I guess I'll jump in here. This was originally set for my... No, that's not true. This is something that I struggle with.
Okay.
Has to restart. If you don't know, I have been recently in like a splurge on Depop for the past like few months at this point. Like I've been doing like every once in a while when I get a cute check and I have enough money to where my bills are covered and I still have a little coin left over, I'll drop a little bag on Depop. I will. And you can find some good stuff over there. And what I hate, there's a few things I hate about kind of shopping online in general. The sizing.
Oh my gosh.
Especially on like reseller sites, they don't know how to like, you know, tell you the sizing or confirm how it fits or all the time. Like it's like, oh, it's 2X, it fits small, but the person who's wearing it is a small anyway. So it's like, this tells me nothing about the fit of this clothing. Or like shoes, like especially shoes, because people don't know like why shoes are a thing, or like there's variety, and like if you're saying it's 10.5, like also put that it's a narrow foot,
right?
Yeah, it's like it's a narrow foot, so it's like it's gonna be smaller. Whatever. Nothing worse than when you get excited for something you ordered and it never ships. It never comes to you.
What?
You never. They tell you that they're shipping it. So there was this one Ralph Lauren top that I wanted, and I bought it with another, like it had a little tote bag that was cute. So I was like, I'll buy that too. I ordered it. I reached out to them. I said, hey, is it possible that you could send this soon? Because I want it for a trip. Because I think I was going to do something, or it was an event or something I was going to. No, when I was going to DC, I was like, I want to wear it when I go on this trip. Like, can I get it? Can you send it sooner? And I was like, okay, we'll send it like tomorrow. It was a month, and I still had not seen a shipping label, email, or anything. So I reached out to them. I said, hey, I haven't heard back from you. If I don't, I'm calling Depop. And still didn't hear anything. So then I tried to make a claim with Depop. And Depop was like, yeah, 30 days, babe. Like, if it's been past 30 days, it's not much we can do. But luckily, the seller, they gave me my refund.
Oh, okay, good.
But you know what I really wanted?
The seller banned.
The shirt. I wanted the clothes.
Yeah, real.
I wanted the piece. Like, I wanted the item. Send me the thing that I literally bought it.
That's terrible.
And you responded. And you responded when I had said, like, can you send it out sooner? And y'all said, we'll send out. So you responded to me. So what happened? Like, did you actually not have the shirt, or someone in person bought the shirt, or like you gave the shirt away or something, and now like you owe it to me, and now, but why not just send me the refund?
is their account still like active? Are they still making sales and putting the sold button up there? You should leave a review.
I should.
I know you love to leave a review.
I truly don't.
You make reviews on every movie you watch.
That's different.
I feel you 100% on the actually just wanting the shirt. Like, have you ever had someone they're like, oh my gosh, I love that thing. I'll pay you for it. And I'm like, no, but I want the thing. Like, the thing is I didn't buy this thing to get money for it. I bought the thing to have the thing.
I want the thing to have the thing.
Hello?
That's funny. I was thinking my brain is weird, so it's not. But the other day I was like, I was wearing my G Unit like zip up. And I was like, imagine someone's like, I like your jacket, like, give me your jacket, or I'd be like, no. And even if they were like happy at gunpoint, I'd be like, how long would I go without giving my jacket up? Because
so
it's like
real.
Like, I want the jacket so bad that I'm willing to fight you for it. Like, sorry, like I could buy it somewhere else, but so could you. Like, I could just tell you where I got it from, even though I bought it off of Depop. And you can go look for it. But why would I give you the jacket? I'm acting like it's not even like you were at my house and you found it and it was like, oh, do you wear this anymore? Like, I'm actively wearing it and you want it off my back and you think I should just give it to you because you have a gun in my face? Girl, I do not care about the thing. I want the jacket.
I don't care about that gun. Girl.
That gun. You gonna shoot me over a jacket that is mine? Are you crazy?
I kind of can agree with you though, because I sometimes mine is not like in a fun, cutesy way. Mine is in like a nervous, anxious way where I'm like, oh my gosh, like if somebody tried to rob me right now, what would I give them so that they can leave and I can keep the things that I need to keep? I think about that too, where I'm like, how can I sneak my wallet out of the bag that lets me keep this punch card? Because I have quite a few. I only need like 2 more punches to get the reward. But you can have my ID. Because I can replace that. But this punch card I've worked really hard for, or like jewelry, especially where I'm like, okay, maybe I'll give him this hair store necklace instead of the one that my mother gave me because she'll be really upset. And I'm always like, can I plead with them? And then be like, okay, fine, you can keep your necklace, but I'll take your phone or something. And okay, you can have the phone. I think about that too, but I never get so far into the fantasy, I guess you can call it, where I'm like, yeah, and you can pistol with me, but I ain't giving up my necklace. Like I've never gotten that far. So you've definitely surpassed me in that way. Yeah.
Because I was like, if I were to get robbed right now for the things on my back, like I don't want to give it up. Like I like these things and I'm wearing these things right now because I enjoy them. So I'm sorry, you can't have
that. Is so relatable because it's like I didn't buy this at Old Navy. Like I thrifted this. I cannot replace this. Like please let me keep this. Like please, I'll give you cash. Please.
Even with like what you were saying before is like, oh, I'll give you like $10 for it. It's like, girl,
I don't want.
I didn't buy this to sell it. I bought it because I wanted it.
Yeah.
And you think I'm going to give it to you for $10? like you're going to have to have at least 3 zeros before I'm giving you something that I also want
and paid $5 for. Yeah.
Okay, like I want this thing bad enough to where like you can say $100 and I'm still probably going to say no.
No,
versus
I don't want it.
You get to 700. I think there's something we could talk about. Because then you get to 700, you could pay 8. Like if you're paying 700,
no, you could do 1,000. Are you kidding?
You could do $1,000 for it. You want it so bad that you're willing to pay $700 for it. You could do 1,000 for it. If you do 1,000, and then what's 1,100? I can give it to you for $1,000, and I paid 8, or even like, even like 50. Like I paid $50 for it, and you want it for $1,000. You can have it.
I feel like if you pay 50, you should give 1,500. That's just me. That's just me.
Mind you, they also have a gun. Like they're willing to pay you for it, but they also will rob you for it. And they're like,
but they're negotiating as well. I do 1,000. All right.
There's a certain line before I pull my gun out. so we're gonna stop at 1,000. I'd be like, okay.
But you'd be really upset to fork it over.
I'm like, really okay, $1,000, but you gotta take a picture of me in it, and I have to approve the picture.
The light's better over here, so if we can get that picture.
Yeah,
just so
we
I can
have to get a good picture, and then you can have it, I guess.
Yeah. I do feel like I would probably be the same way. Meanwhile, we're giving it away, snotty nose, crying, shoving the jacket, trying
like
to get
so
to
sad,
safety.
making like. Did you see the video I posted where she was? It was like a stage play, or whatever, and she was talking about like getting Venmo'd.
No.
Oh my god, it was so funny, and I feel like I posted it for you to see, and the fact
Oh my gosh! I
off.
usually stalk your page.
I literally can resend it. Don't worry. And she was like, it was like a murder scene, I guess. Like they were in somewhere, and she was like, "Oh my god, like this is so much." But when you get a chance, please make sure you Venmo me for the pizza earlier. And it was just so funny. And then she was like, one person died. And she was like, "Oh my god! Now you guys all owe me $8.57 instead of it."
That's
so
actually
funny.
really funny. That is funny. This is from a play.
Yes, it was like I guess like a school like stage thing that they wrote, whatever.
Good comedy comes out of college plays. That's funny.
It was really funny. And I'm not gonna tell you the rest because I want you to watch it. But like, it was actually really like funny.
Yeah.
What's not funny?
I was just about to say what's not funny.
What's not funny is going on Instagram and seeing y'all post every self-help book in like your local Barnes and Noble. Yeah, y'all have to stop and being like, y'all gotta get your mind right. Y'all gotta stay educated to make sure you're doing the things you need to do as a man, as a woman. And it's like the subtle art of not giving up. Like, please.
It's what is it, 48 laws of power or something?
Power, it's war, whatever it's called.
It's 4 agreements.
It's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's
a famous one.
Even
Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits, yes. That's like usually the 5th one in line. Even All About Love has become like one.
To me, I think it's just aesthetic. Like the girls are not reading that book.
The girls are not reading the book. The girls are not reading them. That's the other thing. You're also not reading the books. You bought 8 of them. And as an avid non-book reader, I know you're not reading the book. I see the ritual of buying the book, showing everyone that you have the book, just for the book to go somewhere else. Just for that book to be touched and plucked. Never. Like you're never going to grab it again. You're literally going to have it on the bookshelf and you're going to say, "Oh, I started them." Or I read the first few pages of this one. Or even if you fully finish one, you are still a terrible person. So that's my other thing. It's not even like they're taking the books, reading the books, and then applying the books. They're taking the books, reading the books, and then weaponizing the books against other people to create power dynamics. You're not better than like who you were prior to spending $12.85 on this book. Plus tax.
First of all, it's a cheap book. These books are going for way more than that. You're looking at the Canada price, baby. You got to look at the US price. It's $17.99. Yeah. And I agree.
Not fruitful at all.
The book is thin. Not good. And then you know what? If it's so all of this, where's your highlighter? Where's your notepad? Where are your sticky
And you got it. So like writing it.
Crease it up, baby.
I'm learning to write in books now because Toni Morrison talks about being like a good reader. She's like, I think I can write well because I am a good reader. Like she's like, while I'm reading, I'm asking questions. I'm trying to figure out like where things lined up or how did this happen. And that's why I'm like, okay, I'm not a good reader. Because wherever y'all tell me, like, okay, that's it. But I want to like, I'm getting in the habit of noticing the book downstairs because the book is downstairs. It's in my bag downstairs, but I have like a Revolution in These Times. It's called, and I started reading it when I was like waiting for my grandmother at a doctor's appointment, and like I'm underlining portions. I'm like, okay, like this is how you read a book. This is a poetry book. I try to grab something, but. No,
the crease, the spine has not been bent on that book.
On this one?
Mm-hmm.
No, it hasn't. literally
Looks good as new.
found it, and it was in a bookshelf in my house already. And I was like, "What are you doing here?" And it's Sonia Sanchez. I said, "I'm going to be in a sign."
Oh, yeah, don't even read it. It's a keepsake at that point. You shouldn't read it. Read something else.
To Sister Paul, my grandmother's name is Pauline. To Sister Pauline, walk beautifully, my sister.
Hmm.
In love, poetry, and peace, Sonia Sanchez. November 17th, 2007.
Whoa, not my birthday. What a good gift for us all. Nice. And you haven't read it. You don't
I
want
read
to
a
walk
few
beautifully.
poems.
Oh, you're just like them.
Yes. But at least the little I do read, like I also have, I'm just gonna keep showing you books. Slave to Fashion. The recent what's it called was about this, the Met Gala. Black dandyism and the styling of Black diasporic identity. And I read, I'm not even done the introduction because I think this book is also a little more, not even just thick wise, it's academic. Like it's an academic book. And I was talking to my friend who's like into fashion, and he was like, he was like, I wouldn't even say this is a book for people who like fashion. I would say this is a book for people who are academics who may have an intense like love for fashion or something, because it's just written by a doctorate like student, clearly. But even the very little that I did read, I'm already like using in practice. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you're not, just because you're reading the book doesn't mean you're retaining or even like y'all be no shade, but y'all be skimming these books. Like y'all
the shady part came in when you felt the need to say no shade, because you have already said that you aren't a good reader. How am I in it? My highlighter's right here,
baby, on some of them books, but majority of the time,
no.
When you had that 100 book list, child.
Girl, ask me what the book was about.
Okay, and
I don't know. Good though, I think. I don't know.
But I also think, even outside of self-help books being like annoying to experience out in the wild, I also think people don't realize how much you can learn from other types of literature. Like even me, like we know I appreciate nonfiction more than anything else. Like I love a nonfiction book. Yes. I love to like learn about like societies and cultures and things through reading, or like through like learn about capitalism or all those other things through reading actual text. But also reading Sula changed my life. Like reading please. But reading like The Memory Police changed my, like I was able to pull things from these different
reading
books.
Zombie changed my life.
Like reading
not fiction, but
not fiction. It's halfway fiction.
It's got some fictional elements to it. It's just but it would never be in the self-help section. And it also teaches empathy. Like I think that memoirs and autobiographies would probably be a better bet if you're like if you're like, I don't like fiction, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, but like a memoir, because then you're actually learning about someone's life, and you can learn from their mistakes if you really want to.
And they will identify the mistakes.
It feels tedious to read a self-help book. Like it feels like homework.
It is homework.
It's an assignment now.
And I'm not even necessarily against the principles that may come from it. Like I understand that Atomic Habits may have things that you can learn from it about building habits, and about like, because I think that book talks about like making habits easier to approach, like by making them more accessible to yourself, or like creating like boundaries.
But you see how you just said that in 5 seconds? I didn't have to read all 500
and didn't need a full chapter. Yes, I didn't need a full chapter. And the book is here in this room.
Oh. Okay. So you have this book.
I don't have it. My mother probably bought it or something, but I don't even think she read it. That's what I'm saying. Like the books are just made to be ordered and consumed, but no one is actually reading this book. And people who do read these books are also horrible people. And it's like when people are coming to me telling me they're reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, I'm like, can I give you like
That's
Asada? Like, can I give you Asada's biography before I let you read that ever again? Like, can I give you something else?
That's all you need to know. If somebody's a rich dad, poor dad girl, you know all you need to know.
But and then it's like, I think I also struggle with, well, I won't say that. I understand that people are at different spaces in their like way to life or to enlightenment. So like to me, understanding that a dad is rich and dad is poor is about mindset. Like that's not revolutionary to me. Like,
is that what the book is about?
The book is about like a rich dad and a poor dad, and obviously, and the rich dad's life being about how his outlook was like. He became rich because he always believed that he could be rich, where the poor dad always understood himself as poor, and so that's all he lived up to be. So it's like, I understand that. Is this a fiction book? I don't think so. I don't know. But I bet if you read Beloved, you could probably get the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you read
any Toni Morrison.
Any Toni, of course.
You're gonna learn a lot.
But if you read Shake Loose My Skin and started to understand what poetry was, you could probably, if I read it.
If you read it.
Yeah. But you could probably like find a poem about, ooh. You
know what? I think that actually, with where we are in society, anybody reading anything,
that's what I'm like. I'm okay with.
Girls can't even read. People don't even know how to read.
I'm okay with you picking up a self-help book, but the problem is that's the only thing you are picking up, and that's where you stop. Like, you read a self-help book, you get nothing from it, you're still terrible, whatever. I already said that, but then you don't go back to get a new book. Like, you stop there because you're just trying to answer questions, and your answers don't come from this, because your answers come from like your imagination, and this book isn't giving you imagination. It's giving you like tools and skills. Quote,
it's teaching you how to think. Yeah.
And it's teaching you how to be like stupid. Like, sometimes they're not good books. And it's like,
kind of doing the work for you. Like, you're just do what's in the book.
You have to start learning. You have to learn how to problem solve.
Yeah, Sula and books like that, you're learning, and you kind of have to come to your own whatevers, especially like books by Toni Morrison are like,
you
okay, I had to read this 27 times.
When reading, especially fictional books, I'll say, you have to also approach it with a level of knowledge. Like, you can't just go to it expecting it to give you everything, because some of it is about imagination. Some of it is about like, even when we were, what was it, Home? What did we read as like the group?
I think. Well, I read Home, so it must have been Home. No, we read it was the one about the black girl with Bride and them. Toni Morrison. It was called. It may have been Home. No, God Help the Child.
God Help the Child.
Yeah.
But remember, I was like, Toni talked about how like she uses an element of like magic and things in her books to add.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, so when you're reading it, you're like, why did this just happen? But it's like, when you're reading a fiction book, anything can happen. Like, pretty much anything. And it's okay to not like something. I think the more you read like actual books and things outside of self-help books, you get to build a level of like a standard for yourself. Like, I don't like this book, and you get to build your opinion.
Yeah.
That's what I'm starting to realize, even like everything I do, like fashion and watching movies and engaging with music and reading books. It's like I'm trying to develop a taste and in these things, where before, like, yeah, I can like something, but why do I like it? We know I talk about Ryan all the time, but she was talking about the Met Gala. I said the Met Gala, and Black Gala was triggering, but the Met Gala, and she was like, people are so like hell-bent on people not being on theme that they can't even tell you when something is, or like why something is, or what they like about something that, like it's just about, oh, that's not on theme, but it's still like a dominance that they don't actually have. So they're so hell-bent on what they think it's not on theme, that they can't even tell you what they like about the clothes
Yeah.
that they like. So when they like something, they're like, oh, that's on theme, and then you ask them why, and it's like, oh, because like it's about this, and it's like, okay, so what do you like about it? Like, what about it do you
Critical
like?
thinking. It's lost.
It's
And you don't
lost
get
in
critical
so many
thinking
spaces.
from self-help books.
You don't.
Which is fine, I guess. If that's not what
You
you're
can
going
read
for.
stuff. I'm not saying don't read self-help books, but I'm saying don't only read them. That's what I'm saying. I think like
How
don't
about this?
only read a self-help book.
Read a short self-help book because the ones the girls are picking up are very thick. Read a very short one and then read something else. Something equally short. They can both be short.
Equally
really.
short, yes.
Because if you're highlighting and penciling things, it's going to take you a while anyway.
And be realistic. I think because Amira, you were very unrealistic when you had your little challenge going on, trying to read 2 million books in 3 months, and they were all like Hansel and Gretel. So I'm not even
don't
doing this
even do me, girl.
You had a bunch of fairy tale short little magazines.
Girl, I had probably like 30 out of 100 small books. They were all over
Everything
300 pages. Girl, you're that big.
Everything was this big. She's like, I read 50 books.
That print. Get the print. How big is the print? Yeah, size 7 times New Roman. Look how small that print is. I can't even like. Those are ants. Jayden, it sounds like is a snob. Why don't you give me the challenge? Read 5 books that are 1,000 pages or more in 10 years.
No. I also am deeply against 500-page books. Like, there's almost no reason for you to have. We can write this up. Mind you, I have one I do want to start reading, but I think the size of it really pulls me away. It's by Tony K. Bambara. Oh, it's called These Bones Are Not My Child. Grab the Senpai Earth by Alice Walker, but this is obviously. But it looks so good. 660 pages. And it's a mystery. Hold on.
Yeah, you can get into that. You can do that.
I love
Especially if there's no goal, there's no challenge. You can take as long as you want.
I saw the word murder already.
Just start today.
And she's she's known to be like a great writer.
I get on, okay, I'm so sorry. I got on an app really quick and it says, is there a chill way to tell your girlfriend they smell bad? Pivoting. Answer that question.
What's the question?
Is there a chill way, or I guess not nasty, rude way, a good way to tell your partner, I'm going to change the language, that they smell bad? It doesn't specify if they always smell bad or if this is a one-off, because those answers definitely vary.
Yeah. Did you shower today? But that's the thing.
A favorite of mine, a good go-to.
Yeah. I don't think there is a chill way to do it. I think it's very confrontational no matter what you're doing. But there could be different levels of confrontation. Like, it doesn't have to be like, get in the shower now. Like, you smell like hot cheese. But it could be like,
yikes.
I think your shirt's a little right.
It depends also on the dynamic, but I feel like a go-to of mine, partner, friend, family, doesn't matter. Just going over to them, pushing their arms to their sides and saying, keep those right there. Wink and walk away. Just keep your arms down. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what? Do I smell? Yeah. Just keep them down. That's it. Just keep them down.
Do us a favor.
That's nice. I think that's nice.
Push them into a closet. Like, what do you do right there?
I think that's a nice way to say it. Like, you didn't have to outright say you smell bad. You're just giving them an action that would lead them to believe that they do. I think if they smell bad all the time, like if that's kind of their vibe, good for you for seeing past that to even get to be their partner. You're different.
Some people have like bodily like dysfunctions.
Yeah, and it's kind of like they're always are naturally ripe.
Yeah, and it's like, it's feeling very ripe in this kitchen. Like, I don't think there is. Like,
who's cooking onions and garlic?
I'm like, if you were a banana, I would throw you out by now.
It's giving banana bread ready in here.
Yeah, like it's giving like
Yeah.
we're ready to use you in a new dish.
I think that you're so brave if that's what you got going on. But then I'm thinking also that means you can never have like a cute little weekend in the house where you just like, oh, we watch movies the whole time and we just never get out of bed. No, you need to get out of this bed.
No, we're both
Get in
together.
that shower.
Yeah,
Because I can't even breathe right now.
but then I can't.
I think you have to endure for as long as you can. And then you have to speak up. If it's a one-off and you don't have that dynamic, you have to endure for as long as you can. And then, like you said, Jaded, at the end, be like, "Oh, we should we take a shower before we do the next thing or whatever." Oh, why? You feel like you need a shower? I think we both could probably benefit.
We've been in the bed all day. Like, let's just take a shower.
No, girl, we've been outside all day and I couldn't breathe the whole time.
Let's take a shower together. And you're like,
But you go
turn
first
around.
and yours needs to be longer. Give me your foot. Mm-hmm.
Give me your foot. Open the toes up.
Yeah. Lift your arm up. Mm-hmm. Ow, you're hurting me. That's okay. That's okay. That's what we need.
We need to. Have you ever thought about shaving this off?
I think it's also about what happens after you get out the shower, baby. You don't just walk away from the next step. Put some deodorant on, real deodorant. Put some deodorant on.
Real.
Don't rub a lemon on your armpit.
When I was in DC, I was telling my friend that I had switched to like natural soap and lotion.
Yeah.
And she was like, her first question, hold on.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Her first question was like, what about deodorant? I said, my aluminum is in processing. Like, I'm sorry.
Keep it in there.
I've tried, but I feel like you sweat more. Like somehow, like I understand the element. I keep calling it aluminium because
you think you're British.
That's how I jokingly say it. So now I can't think of aluminum, but I know that like clogs your pores, whatever, so you don't sweat, whatever. I don't give a damn. Like
keep them clogged. How about that?
Keep them. And I do like when you do sweat, like when you're working out, like obviously you're gonna sweat the most, like in like times of movement and whatnot. I sweat, and it just doesn't. It smells like deodorant.
Yeah,
like it's just not going to start smelling like rot and sewage. And
sewage is wild.
The natural deodorant, like I get it, I understand why, but I can't. Like, I'm sorry, I just need the extra protection.
Poison. I do need the poison a little bit. I won't even throw nobody into the bus, but I inherited some natural deodorant because it didn't work for the person that had it. So I was like, well, I don't know if you know about me, but I'm like, yeah, I love a free product. I'm gonna use it. I don't care. I used it, and I'm not even a sweat girl like that. I'm like,
exactly.
It's like here, and my arms are sweating so aggressively right now. I can't even.
It makes you sweat more.
I can't ask any questions in this meeting. It makes you sweat more.
And it's worn off. Like, I think that's my issue. If it lasted longer, okay, maybe. But the fact that it makes you sweat more, so it uses up all of it. And so, I'm already anxious because I know I'm using this faulty deodorant. So I'm testing it out. I'm using it. I put my arm up to like get something off the top cupboard. I didn't even leave for work yet. And I'm already smelling what's about to happen. No.
You can't even breathe.
I'll take the aluminum foil out of my cabinet and put it right directly on there if I have to. Like, I just don't care. I don't have the patience for that.
Jayden, I read some of the posts. Listen to this. I'm skipping through. The middle of it says, about half the time we have sex or get naked, something smells bad. At first, I thought it was their butt, but now I'm thinking it's their vagina. It's just a pretty bad foul odor. I guess you have to leave them. I don't know what your options are there. Good thing they didn't write this question into our show, because then we'd be forced to come up with a response.
Yeah, I'm not even responding to this anymore.
but they didn't. Speaking of responding to things and asking us, something that I feel like we've kind of struggled with this since the dawn of our podcast, where we kind of struggle to find things to talk about, even though there are lots of things to talk about, because we're like, I don't care, and why should I, and why do other people? What does this have to do with me? And sometimes we'll talk about things that we still feel that way about, but we're like, nothing else happened of note, so we have to put ourselves in these people's business.
Mhm.
And I think that Jayden, you kind of hit the nail on the head with your really complex question that you asked earlier, which is why are we in it?
Why are we involved? And I listed some things where I'm not even going to necessarily discuss them. I don't think we should necessarily discuss them. We can if we
Mm-mm.
want to. But they're more so to mention. The last one I'm definitely going to say a few things on.
Yeah.
And the second one I may say something on. But the first one I literally have nothing to say.
I
The
have
first
nothing
one's
to add.
Papoose and Remy Ma. Why are we in it? Next. The Tiger King and his boyfriend, his whole prints on a sheet of loose leaf paper.
Crazy.
Why are we in it? And why was that paper in it?
It was
Those
in
trees,
it.
those trees did not die to become a memoriam of your butthole. And why is I'm moving on. So my last one of why are we in it? DoorDash and their taxes. Why are we in it?
Yeah.
Why am I paying $50 in taxes and fees?
Oof.
I was telling Amira about how me and some friends from school, we were like drawing and doing like fashion stuff, and what we were we had Wingstop for dinner, and we wanted something sweet because naturally, so we were going to order some from Cheesecake Factory.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Right, that's a good I don't mind spending $15 because I'm going to get a nice thick slice of cheesecake. I'm going to devour, and we'll DoorDash it so we don't got to go nowhere. Like we could just chill. It was raining that day. It was Why was it $80 for 4 slices of cheesecake?
What? That's quick math.
It was like, huh?
I could see why it could be that. Yeah, pretty thick. Actually, I don't know how much each slice is.
$13.
First mistake. That's the first problem.
So 2 is 26, 52. Like by the time you're done.
Oh yeah. No, I don't see how it's 80.
80, and it wasn't like 81. It was like $86 to get it delivered. Are you kidding me? For 4 slices of cheesecake?
And Jayden, there are people out there that wouldn't think twice to order that.
And
that's where I want to be. That's where.
You're
like, no, we did order it. We ended up.
We got the cheesecake.
It
was just ridiculous. But $80.
That is wild.
But now I'm thinking about it. It was only $20 a person.
That's how they get you on the thinking of it, because that's not insane. But then again, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of like, because that's like $7. Wait, no, $7 of tax per person is crazy. I can't even believe I was about to say that that's not crazy. $7 of tax.
It was really it was originally like $70, but then with the tip, it was like $15 in tip.
That's how they get you, and then it forces the people to have to be like, well, then I'll give a 1%.
The only thing that you can control is the tip.
Yeah, that's nasty work.
I was like, this is insane. But that's always my issue with DoorDash. Like, whenever I'm ordering something, I have to go through 5 phases of paying. Like, it's like I get my final order, then I get the tax one, and then it's like, oh, you said yes to the $28.95? Okay. And then it's like, let me add you on your tip at the last screen, and if you don't scroll down far enough, you won't see it.
Yes.
And once you do see it, it's like it was $42. It was like, wait.
That is so true. It's such a far scroll where you think like you missed a screen or something.
Yes.
Oh
And if you
my
don't see it,
gosh.
when you go to hit pay or whatever, that's when you would see your total. And it's like people are like, wait, what?
And then you have to go back to the other screen to figure out how you got there.
And then you
Yes,
see
Jayden,
it
that's
added a
so
tip.
true.
And by the time it's added a tip, now you're ready to turn that tip into $1.
Hello. $2 if it's raining. Just kidding. Tip your
Like
drivers.
y'all take Chipotle gift cards. Like, can I be your tip?
Literally, you write a note in. Brother, I got you. Just get to the house, and I'm gonna have something good for you here. Take this gift card, please. Yeah. So okay, but the readers do want to know: the listeners, did you get the Chipotle or the Cheesecake Factory?
No, we went to Wawa and got like cookies and
I
brownies.
hate that because that's not what you wanted. That's not what you had a taste for.
And that I was gonna carrot cake, cheesecake. I was going to devour.
Yeah, that sounds nasty, but I know you would have loved it. Oh man.
Moving on. Those are all the why are we in it? Like, why are we in it with Papoose? Why are we in it with Tiger King? And why are we in it with DoorDash?
You know what else? Why are we in it? Coworker personal business. That's like my
Hello?
biggest one. Like, why do I need to know what you got going on in your personal life? Okay, that sounds terrible. Like you should be able to talk to your coworkers, but not when coworkers aren't the coworkers you be talking to for real.
That's the part.
Like we don't have that dynamic, and suddenly I know the worst parts of what's going on in your life. Moving on. So yeah, this was a short LOL, short episode, right? I'm sure. Of Ciao anyway. Now it's time for Thank Me Later. We're wrapping up. We're almost at the end. You guys made it this far. You can make it 5 or 10 more minutes. My only thing for Thank Me Later this week, I'm sure there's other things that I did, but it's the only thing I can remember. On Netflix, there's a show called Everything Now. It's like a teen drama show. Content warning, it does deal with like disordered eating and anorexia specifically. But it's still a really good show. It's British, so well, it's Netflix original, but it's British, and everybody knows British shows are better than American shows. And it's just fun to watch. It was a fun watch. It got on my nerves like so badly because of the things that were happening, but I still enjoyed the ride. I think you should give it a go if you're interested in watching a cute little frustrating teen drama, which I was.
Do you know what's coming back? I forgot to say. Were you watching that? The Issa Rae like youth reality show?
The reality show is called like New Life or something like that. Like
Sweet Life.
Like yeah. No, I didn't. I watched the first episode. But then I don't know why I never finished it. Like
Girl, go back and
it's
watch.
still on my list. Yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't tell if the drama was going to be good drama. If it was going to be
good.
like
It was
polished
good.
type of drama. Okay.
No,
Then I'll watch
it was good.
Okay. Same city.
Me and my friends used to watch that show. Yes, but now it's just on. I think like Amazon Prime or like a different service.
I have that. Okay.
Sorry. My take to leave it is no dogs. Anyway.
Oh.
My take it or leave it.
We're not even on that segment.
No, and we're not talking about the fish anymore. Until you come back and you have a tank.
I'll show you. Oh my god, I have a filter too. Okay.
Yes.
Well, you might get me on that one.
Anyway.
Now you're thank me later.
Sorry. My own thank me later, which has an extension to it, but log off the web.
Mm-hmm.
Being people, me and Amira, and I think it's our moons that make us do this, to leave and come back of like social media constantly and having to protect our mental space, because cancer is about like the home and whatever, and like they spend a lot of time refining the home and like their spaces. And so like I also think that has to do with like the internal spaces of like our bodies and minds. So we exit the internet several times throughout a year.
My favorite thing.
Like throughout a year, we come and go as we please.
Yeah.
And I want to extend that to everyone else to also log off the web. Please because and when you log back onto the web, find other websites. Like find websites that have your interest involved, or like are archive things of different things that you're into, or like whatever. There's thousands of websites out there. Stop just using Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and whatever, another Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
I came back to Twitter after being off for like a few days, and I came back and everyone was talking about the Papoose and Remy Ma situation. And I think I come from logging off the web when it comes to these things, because when you come back, people are mid conversation about something you have no idea what they're talking about, and then while you're reading it, you're like, I feel like I'm losing brain cells right now because this is not important at all. Like, this is no relevance at all. This is just something for y'all to all like cling on to be able to step away from like the terrible lives that are existing around you and within you. So it's like, how about instead you get off the internet and you go like handle something, like you go, all those problems you've been avoiding, go solve them. Like go tackle a personal crisis that you've been dealing with, that you've been putting off because you keep commenting about Papoose and Remy Ma, or you keep having opinions on the Mount Rushmore of terrible men. Like, what are we doing here?
So many to choose from. That is so fun. Like, I don't even remember why or what was the inciting incident for why I got off TikTok, but I have not been on TikTok. Like, literally, if someone sends me something and it's one of those videos where the caption's on the screen, I don't even go to the app. I'm reading the caption because the video is mostly just somebody doing something stupid, like vacuuming while the caption scrolls across. I don't even go on there to look at that. I'm like, oh yeah, got it. If it's a singing video, I have to go watch it. Come on now, I got it.
Come on.
But I'm not staying to scroll. I don't even have the urge to stay and scroll. You know, once you're off for a while, you're like, I don't even care. You realize how like
truly
it's harder for people who never lived a life without it. Like, if you're younger than us by literally a few years, you're like, well, I never knew a life without it. But we do. And we're like, okay, I didn't even have one at one point.
Right.
And I was fine.
I remember in TikTok specifically, I remember avoiding this app. Like, I remember
me too, in college.
When none of us wanted it because it was considered a child's app, and we were like, I'm not getting on a teenager's app. But it's just annoying to get onto the app, and especially like a Twitter, I'll say, because that's like just white supremacy wasteland. So it's like getting on there and it's just like rage bait and arguments going on and weird posts and videos, and it's like, I actually would rather, the only reason I haven't fully done my account is because my saved, like, because my bookmarks, like my bookmarks, I want the things that are on there, and I don't feel like taking the time. Not the freaky stuff, please. I have a whole separate account for that.
But what? I just winked. That was it.
Oh girl, a wink to me is always freaky. We're robbing a bank, and it's like, I'd be like, not right now.
Why do you even put my pants down?
Right, like, what is that about? He is hot, but no.
Right.
But there's like books or like people, you know, they put free PDFs to something, or documentaries or movies, and it's like a bunch of things that I have always want to come back to, and I do sometimes go back to it and like look at it. Never goes back. And it's funny, someone who I follow was like, y'all want to know where to start reading, go to the places. Hold on. Something to say. Move.
Poor dog.
He was like, y'all want to start reading stuff, read the stuff that y'all have been saving and bookmarking for the past however long. Like, go back and start reading those things. Like, those things are waiting. I want to go to my own bookshelf. And it's like, ugh, fine. Also, the reason it's extended is because, for the astrology girlies, Saturn is, a lot of us who are now 27, we're about to have our Saturn return. And essentially, Saturn is a planet that wants you to like to be in your villain era almost. So like it's going to slow your life down. And it's going to like fine tooth comb. And it's a lot that goes into it. And I would recommend somewhere else to go to figure out all that information. But if you want me to look at your chart, I can also give you that tea at a later point. Just text me your DNA.
Wait a minute. Let me see my chart.
I was also like, I kind of want to see your chart actually, but
you never seen it. No, I used to hold it very closely to my chest for girls like you.
No, I get it. And Malika.
Very much. I didn't want to say her name on the pod, but very much.
I was going to say her name because I knew
she would
exactly
slowly ask me planets like over the course of months, and I would just give it to her. And basically, now she has my whole chart.
Now she has my whole chart. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But with that is going to come a refinement of who we are. But it's in Aries, and Aries is like the opposite of that. Aries is quick pace. It's like, and fire. you have an Aries Saturn. I already know that as of now because of our age group. Saturn is like over like a span of time. So it's going to slow down when you want to speed up. So like for people, it'll be like, I want to get married right now. I want to do this thing. I want to do this. Like that's the Aries energy. But Saturn is like, you better not. You better wait. You better take your time. Because and it wants you to lean into like the villainous and like choosing yourself and understanding like the difference between like things you should do right the second and like you need energy for, and taking Aries energy and that flame and that fire and making it last longer and not being burnt out from it. So like it's going to be good in the end, but it's going to beat us up. So just be prepared, ladies and gentlemen. And what will help is if you log off the web. So
for sure, getting off the internet is your first step.
Getting off the internet, because the internet speeds you up. Like the internet makes you think you are in a race with everyone at all time. And it's like, maybe you are not. Like, just do the best you can and stop reading the self-help books. This has
my app says don't scroll. That's what it says. Scrolling, don't. Yikes.
I'm about to change this to Jayden the Prophet. Give me 1 second.
I was about to say, hold on, you work for them?
Jayden the Prophet. But send me money so I could profit.
Hey.
We're done. This has been Ciao. Anyway.
With Jayden and Amira. You can listen to I'm going like my autopilot went on.
That's good.
With Jayden and Amira. You can listen to Ciao anyway, wherever you listen to your podcasts.
New episodes weekly.
Listen, like, share, subscribe, leave us a review, rate us online.
Go watch Everything Now on Netflix. Well, no, the show Everything Now on Netflix, not Everything Now. And then log off the web. Go instead of telling Twitter about your review, go on Letterboxd and build a community there and tell them about your review for clear skin. Good luck.
Bye. Good luck.
Bye.